Welcome back to the channel, guys, and the MPI. So if you haven't checked the last episode out, you can see we're kind of getting there a little bit with the panels, but in this episode I need to get the closest panels done. So I've done one off camera, so we'll whip around and we'll do the driver's side one now. Like I mentioned to you, they are merely to stop water ingress into it. I also think once you've got it in, it gives a bit more structure. They have to be there at the end of the day, otherwise you would have issues inside your car. That being said, you've obviously, if you have seen the last episode, you'll see that they don't fit very well. Like mentioned, I did make them for the Clubman. It's hit or miss, I guess. You made it out of cardboard and then make it into metal. I would probably suggest doing that because it makes a bit of a saving, I guess, and it also, you make it fit how you want it to fit. So basically what I've had to do the passenger side one is fit it and trim back all the excess. I've just stitch welded it, I've not gone mad with it, and then I'm going to seam seal it all in so it's all solid and nice. Right now it's just drying up a bit of extra primer. All inside that closer is being painted as well, so we're good to go there. So let's just crack on with the driver's side. Let's try and get that sorted in this episode, and then we can really start trying to get on with the front end. So the front end, that being the question, I've trimmed back the inner wing, and it's the front panel sitting further back now. I still don't understand why the inner wing's trying to fold in on itself a little bit, but like I said, I'm going to try and remedy that with hammer and dolly on the inside edge of the wing, and then I'm going to get my tech screws out, because without them I would never have got the Clubman done. So I fully recommend getting yourself a tech screw set. Just type in tech screws onto eBay. I can't remember, I think it was 1,000 screws with the attachment for your drill. I think it was like £7 or something. It's not a lot of money, and I haven't bought any more screws yet. I've done a number of projects and bits and pieces and panels since then. So fully recommend getting them, guys. It's really not a lot of money to spend. A lot of the time you can reuse the tech screws as well, so you put them back in your drawer, as long as they're not blunted. So basically, I'll show you when I get them out. When we do the front end, it's just a drill bit, the drill end with a threaded screw, so it makes its own thing and you punch it through. And it's so good at pulling panels together. It's so good at holding panels together when you're welding stuff up. And all you got to do is once you've got your welds in between it, pull the screws out, put a tack in it. You got to grind everything else back anyway. So I would really recommend getting some of them, guys. That's a bit of a top tip for the video, I guess. So let's get stuck in and let's have a look at this closer panel. Right, guys, Scuttle closer panel. I did cover this a little bit in the last episode, but we'll just run over it now just in case you've not seen that. So I've kind of finessed this area a little bit. You can see where it's a bit lumpy and bumpy. Obviously we'll get rid of the sticker. Sort that out in a minute, get some thinners on that, get rid of that. But we need to paint the inside of this, but we have got it fitting okay. So like I mentioned, the basic reason we have these is to stop water ingress into the car, and like mentioned, they had a bit of structure. So this one fits a lot better than the other side, that, like I mentioned, I've already done. So the other one really protruded a lot and it was just completely the wrong shape, so I did the best I could, made sure it's flush to the car, which is the main point, because obviously you don't want water in, and then I've just trimmed it back. They haven't got to look pretty. I probably shouldn't say that as a suggestion, but they really don't have to look pretty. Just get them in there nice and solid, and then I just whack it with a bit of seam sealer, call it done. At the end of the day, what you want to make sure is inside both surfaces is, it's got some sort of brush treatment on it, and go from there really. This side's gonna be a bit annoying with this in a way. I might try and get it off, but notoriously the bolts just snap on these, so I don't want to have to get involved with that really. I've done it with that in place, it's just a right pain in the ass. So this one fits a lot nicer now. We've had a bit of a play with it in the last episode, so it's just going to need the areas cleaning up really, and it's going to sit pretty much, force it in, kind of there like that. So this one fits a lot nicer, like I said. Then we can get moving forward. There's been a few questions and bits and pieces asked on Instagram and stuff. When you fit the wing, you can weld to the underside of it. So originally, if you've ever taken a factory car apart, there was some little welds that hold the wing to the scuttle basically. I personally don't get in there and do that because a lot of the front ends I'm doing on cars aren't stripped cars, so like they've got the subframes and the wheels in the way. You just can't get in there, well, not without burning yourself and just making a hash of it. So the way I get around that is when I put the wings on, I will put a load of sealant in here, so the wing sits down on some sealant, so you've got the water tight, you've got a bit of a glue as well as holding it in place. When everything's fitted to the car, I put a little weld between the two panels here, so obviously you've got your A panel wing there, and then I seam seal some seam weld up here. So if you've ever seen, you'll see the budget Clubman, if you see it at a show, it's got a seam weld up the side there. So to me, the reason I do that is to counter the welds that are there, because the idea of the welds there is to stop this cracking out. There's a lot of debate that goes around. Factory cars don't actually have sealant in there, so you can normally tell a restored car because especially I think towards the end of the 90s and then production they did start to put some sealant in, but they kind of butted up. Every original car I've seen is kind of either the sealant's fallen out, I guess is a thing, but on my side what you'll notice is no seam sealer in there. I just put wax in there because I wanted it to look as OEM as possible on the wings, even though it's completely not an OEM car anymore, so go figure. But the way I get around that is seam sealer all in here, so it's like you can obviously it's stuck with glue. This car ain't seam sealer anyway because we're not trying to make it like a concourse car or anything. We want to make it look good and solid, and when it's painted they do look a lot nicer with the seam sealer in. So even though I've not done that on the sidewalk, I would, you know, the 89 is going to get that sort of treatment. But the seam weld up here and there stops the moving, so it'll stop the cracking. So the worst thing you want is to put your new front end on, get your car painted, drive down the road, hit a pothole, and the body won't actually flex, and you cracked your paint when you first drive out. So now I've done this on all my cars so far, and I've not had any cracking. So I'm not saying it's the right way, but it's the way I've learned over the years. So just a little bit of a tip there, guys, if you really want to sort of move that into your project. But this video, let's get this done. Stop chatting, let's get it done. So quickly clean up, stitch, bit of a stitch underneath, seam seal, call it done. Then we'll start mucking around on the front end again. Right guys, you've obviously followed that along. I put it all on time-lapse just because I just really wanted to smash it out and get on with it. Obviously stitch welded, so stitch weld, stitch weld, stitch, stitch, stitch. Then I've joined the scuttle to the top of the wing, which I didn't do when I had all this out. Stitched the same underneath, painted it all, painted inside. That's that now. You really haven't really got to worry with it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. This side's definitely gone better than the other side. Just because it fitted better really. Obviously it's the same product at the end of it, but just fitted a bit nicer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over another pass of some zinc in a minute, let that flash off. Then I'm going to do the seam sealer, because there's no point waiting any longer now, because you know we're going to start trying to cover this full wing next. That's the biggest job next. So yeah, I've had a few comments about covering up stuff like this when I'm working. I wouldn't do anything that would damage a car. There's no overspray or anything on this. You know, at the end of the day, the cans I'm buying are decent cans. They're not spraying it everywhere. They're quite direct nozzles and stuff on them. If I was to need to cover anything up, obviously I would. You know, I would respect that. But there's nothing damaged in the car. It's just dusty. So nothing a good bit of cleaning can't do. So yeah, just wanted to address that one. But like just doing that there, apart from getting a little bit of paint on there, which some panel wipe will just wipe off. It's I'm not too worried about it. So at the end of the day, it's getting coverage on the metal that's more important, and this area is getting closer. What is next? So now we've finished up this end. Obviously, like I mentioned, I'm going to put another coat of primer on both sides, getting a seam sealer out. I'm going to seam seal everything I've done now inside the car. So obviously the car lives outside. I want it to be protected. Front end. I keep talking about it every episode, but it wasn't the case of getting the front end lined up and putting it on. It's never been like that. But we can't do any more up here now. We've done what is needed. So it's now a case of fettling. Like I mentioned, I've taken out the inner wings a little bit more, just to allow the front panel to have a bit more movement. I think I'm there. We're now going to try the front end, the wings on, and I'll leave you guys with some shots of hopefully the wings fitting. In the next episode, we'll do a bit more fettling, and we can't really dance around it anymore. We kind of just need to get it on. So, and then we'll see what happens next, because once the front end's on, you know, it's a case of sort the floors and door skin out hopefully. So yeah, let's get the front end and the wings lined up now. Now we've got this done, but I just want to let this flash off a little bit more, so I'll bring you guys back in a bit. Guys, I've been mucking around with these wings and don't think we're getting anywhere fast. What I have done is I've got to lift that. That's all seam sealed in there. Just tidied up some of the seams, and obviously I don't want water ingress in any of this. All the way along the top of there is all now seam sealer in the corners and stuff like that. So we're kind of done with this whole area here. So yes. So how the wings currently sat, look at that. That's a mint seam. Like, oh, it's fine. The problem I've got is I can't get the wing close enough to the bonnet. So I think I'm actually going to have to bend that flange of the wing in. Got the hand gestures there. So it needs to go, and then we should be okay. Pretty much the same on this side as well. They're just, I think the flanges are just like that. They're like underneath the wing, so they just need to come out a bit. I have stretched them a little bit, and they are getting there. But obviously you can see you've got a nice gap, and then it progressively gets worse. But that being said, it's not exactly sat where it should be, if you know what I mean. Everything's loose. So again, lovely seam there, so I'm happy with that. I've ground back this a little bit better. That's a cheeky little trick. I won't necessarily say it's the right way, but it definitely works. Very gently, guys, I use a cutting disc just to finesse it. I'll show you this side's probably the cleaner side, because there's not any sealant on it. And it's basically got rid of it. I just require a light skin of filler now, which is exactly what you want. We're getting there. So other than having to bend those flanges around under there, we are kind of getting there with this. That needs to go back a bit, but it's quite nice along there. Same here. It's front panel's where it needs to be now, so we're just gonna have to work with it. That might get addressed as well. Every time I see the car, it's like, oh, poor bloody bonnet, let's get it sorted. So I might make a piece to go in there, see what time's like, but there's no point in mucking around with that until we can get these wings right. So like mentioned, we are doing the Sportspack mod, which I'm yet to work out how to do. I've never done one before. So we will lose this whole seam kind of right there. So we're actually going to chop all of that out, and then you put like a panel underneath, because obviously this isn't going to be right. You can't even turn this wheel, and obviously it's got big nice curved Sportspack arches there, so we want this to be in the exact right place it should be, and then we're going to have to then cut it. So that's another episode obviously, but we're getting there. I feel like we are anyway. Fortunately still no front end, but we're at the point where that's all I've got to do now. It's literally make these panels fit, and I mean make them fit. So they're going to need stretching a little bit and stuff like that. I hope that I don't go too mad with them, but yeah, I'm going to start playing around them. So the next episode, I hope just to start welding with you guys. Let's just crack on with it. I really want to try and use a spot welder up this seam. Obviously I was going to take the front panel off, weld these together, I think if I take the wheel off, I might be able to get that in there with the spot welder. So maybe we'll sort of weld them on the car, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure. The way everything kind of is a bit jiggery pokery, I can see me having to do that just purely because one side's not going to fit the same as the other side, if that makes any sense. They all need sort of finessing in different directions, so I don't know if welding them to the front panel and then making a fit is going to be the best option, but we'll get into that in the next episode. Got another episode for that. So where are we at now? Bulkhead's fully done, not got to worry about that anymore. It's all seam sealed. Once that seam seal has gone off, I'll then coat it a bit more primer. Here's front end. Here's literally get this right now. So yeah, join us in the next episode when hopefully we are somewhere closer. I'm going to play a little bit off camera just so I don't have like an hour long episode of mucking around with this, but anything I feel relevant to film, like I've just make a grand sort of breakthrough on how to make it fit, then I'll obviously grab the camera, guys. I am doing this between my spare time. It's getting pretty difficult time restraints at the moment, but we're getting there, and that is the main thing. We are now at the point where we're putting the proper big panels on now. So the inside of the car that arrived, the panels all in it, slowly getting emptier. So if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. It massively helps the channel. I can't stress that enough. And if you haven't already gone to check their website out or already purchased from them, drop in the link below, because there's a link for our sponsors, Frost. We're actually going to be on to them in a bit for a few more bits and bobs. We've got some bits going on with the Mazda that we need to sort, and we're going to need some paints. So yeah, we'll be getting some more bits of them very soon. So stay safe, guys. Look after yourselves. Any comments, just please fire away in the comments box below. And yeah, we'll work on this together. I really can't. Yeah, we're getting there. I can't wait to see the front end on. So stay safe, guys. Look after yourself. Bye bye.